Hello, everybody, and welcome back. As you may be able to tell, we're currently in the Pale Heart because it is also the weekly reset. If you have any Pale Heart weapons you're trying to get the red border for, you can get a guaranteed red border from your ghost. If you have 4 Pale Heart engrams to give you, so what better time than to go ahead and show off the Pro Memoria. It's a Strand aggressive frame machine gun. It's got high damage, high recoil, and the roll I put on it is an extended barrel, appended mags, hatchling, desperate measures because that's a decent. That's also a damage boost, and it's also got the dealer's choice, origin trait. I think origin trait. I could have just wrote it right there. Origin trait. Final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of super energy. Equipping multiple weapons from the Pale Heart increases this effect. And I went ahead and put Bandolier on this because why not? And yeah, let's get going. So I thought, what better place to test this weapon than during one of these overthrow public events. So we can get that last engram because I am going to get the what's it called again? Uh, that fusion rifle. I still need one more piece for. There we go. Hold on, let me just swap out the mods on my helmet here real quick. Put heavy ammo finder there. Okay. So I can get slightly more heavy ammo generation. There we go. Just so you guys can actually see more of the machine gun at play than we did with the spellologist. You know what? Might as well also go ahead and equip. Man, it's greatly. I'm gonna go ahead with the enhanced bandolier. Bigger magazine, better ammo gen. Useful since we are trying to get all that heavy ammo to be generated. Yep. That's embarrassing. The Griffin is one of the best exotics, like, I guess you could call it gear, they've added to the game because it's actually got usability unlike other exotics. I mean, I guess there are those like specialty exotics that have like the perk where the enemies tend to ignore you when you're driving on that one. Oh, there he is. Okay. Where's the symbol I need? Okay, looks like the platform. There we go. Overthrow complete. Where's the treasure? There it is.
Detecting multiple waves of reinforcements inbound on your position.
Oh, nice. There we go. Where's that next thing we need to deal with? Well, you know what? Let's take care of this. There we go. Let's go ahead, get this ammo. Oh wow, I completely forgot about this one up here. I don't like to do the bridge one because it's annoying. I guess I might not have any other choice. So, let's go ahead and take care of this one first. Reload this. There we go. There we go. Give me this. Okay, we're almost full on ammo again. Going to take a few little adventures here. go. And since this is the aggressive archetype, it is... Oh, there goes the heavy ammo. It is better suited for dealing with slightly beefier targets. And there we go, we got the Pale Heart Enneagram, but let's finish this overthrow, shall we? Okay, I guess we have no other choice but to do this. Fine. I mean, I guess we could also just, you know, fight targets, but... Wait, did it just... I thought it dropped a thingy. An ammo brick. There we go. Here we go. There we go.
One more push, you got him.
Okay. Here we go. There we go. Big men down. Here we go. Let's keep going. Oop. go and get a little more ammo. I mean, it, as you can see, it does pretty decent damage. Oh, nice. Solipsism. We'll take a look at that once we're done with this overthrow. Okay, where's the last one? Ah, it's over here. Oh, it's that crystal one we gotta do. So yeah, having the little hatchling perk on this is very useful. So it's good if you want to make like a strand-centric build, especially one that heavily focuses on using hatchlings or threadlings. Why do I keep calling them hatchlings? And actually, back when I first saw the little threadling, what? I was not even in there. Back when I first saw the little threadlings, I actually thought they were like little strand bunnies because they looked like little bunnies. And I'm like, since when do they allow us to summon bunnies? That's it. That's it. Come on. Get them all grouped up. Okay, got a majority of them. Well, I know I'm going to die this time. But that's fine. Now it's time to deal with the ogre that spawns. There we go. Give me that. Picked up... Okay, so I picked up a bow and a warlock bond, and I think I grabbed 2 engrams.
Nothing else in reserve. This is it. All or nothing.
Here we go. Who knows, maybe I might get lucky and I might actually get the role I want, although I'm not sure if that's even possible to get that role. go. Oops, I did not mean to make a snowball. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so I got one of those seeds.
It's hard to imagine being here, healing the traveler with our own hands, being the strength that keeps such a cosmic force moving.
I've always imagined the place for myself that I've struggled to find. A destiny I've not yet achieved, but here I feel it clearly.
Do you believe this is what you were risen for? To be here in this moment?
I do. But that doesn't mean it's true. I don't know if the traveler deals in certainties, but maybe possibilities. It's a possibility in us both. And in that, there's the line between the unknowable and faith in it. A faith we share.
Okay. I did not expect them to have such an existential conversation. Oh, I actually have 6. So, now we can go ahead, grab this. It's a guaranteed red border once you've got that upgrade for your ghost. So now, that's one less item I need to waste a Deep Sight Harmonizer on. And this is also a Deep Sight Harmonizer weapon, the Embrace Identity. So, yeah. So, almost all... actually, I think all the weapons in a Traveler are, what's it called again? Craftable, like the Heavy Burst Hand Cannon, the Sniper, the Fusion Rifle, the very, very, very popular auto rifle, and of course the Pro Memoria. It's also, like I said, a craftable one, and you also get that here. So if you really wanted to, you could just spend 5 weeks of just constantly doing, like, get the 4 engrams and then purchasing one of these, or you could spend them because, of course, they will also just drop from the engrams, so you could get the call and all that stuff, which is actually a pretty decent rocket assisted frame sidearm, the call. So, yep, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we totter on away, let's actually go to the Enclave. Yeah, let's grab this too. Oh, I got an exotic. Okay. Got a little exotic quest there. I'll take care of that in the off time. Oh, good. I ranked up to rank 98. Get some more cron logs. World. Destinations. Enclave. Oh, there's my soda can. Excuse me. So, some of the, well, first off, here's the fusion rifle we just unlocked. Anyway, let's go to the heavy machine gun. How do I keep? So, the Pro Memoria. Of course, as you know, it's an aggressive frame. You got all your, standard array of barrels. A very good barrel to use is the fluted barrel because it gives you a good bump in both stability and handling. You got alloyed magazine, appended mags, flared magwell, a light mag. You also got armor-piercing rounds. Rounds can cause extra damage to combatant shields and overpenetrate targets. Extended mag, high-caliber rounds. Shots from this weapon knock the target back further, which is always good, and also increase the range. And ricochet rounds, which does what it says on the tin. It ricochets the rounds around the corner. And then over here you got Envious Assassin. We all know what Envious Assassin does. Defeating targets with our weapons overflows the magazine from, reserves. You got Hatchling. Precision final blows are rapidly defeating targets. With this weapon spawns threadlings that targets location at the target's location. You also got Demolitionist. Got Strategist, which is pretty fun because final blows with weapon rank class ability energy. So it's good if you want to use this on a Titan or something with the Rally Barricade. So you can just keep popping those down. You got Attrition Orbs, you got To the Pain, you got Reconstruction. This weapon slowly reloads itself over time, up to double capacity, which is pretty good. And then, of course, you got the enhanced variants of all those perks. Then over here you have Collective Action, collecting elemental pickups, or throwing a strand tangle grants a stacking period of increased damage. So if you happen to be running like a what's it called again, like a prismatic build where you're getting the elemental drops left and right, that's a good thing to run with that. You got Desperate Measures, which is the one I'm currently using. Weapon final blows grant bonus damage. Melee and grenade final blows grant larger damage bonus that can stack. So that's why it's good to use this with a class like a Warlock, because our sentries, our little buddies, they act like grenades, so we'll always have Desperate Measures up on that. They also got Frenzy, which doesn't really take much proc except being inside combat. Got Target Lock, damage increases the longer this weapon remains on target, which could work pretty well with Reconstruction, as well as Extended Mag. Wait, does it also do? Okay, yeah, it doesn't increase. You would expect that something like high caliber rounds would increase impact, but it doesn't. You got Dragonfly, which I guess you could run Dragonfly and Hatchling if you just want to cause explosions and birth hatchlings all over the place. Tap the trigger, grants a short period of increased stability and accuracy on initial. And then you got Bait and Switch, which is a pretty decent damage perk. It's used in a lot of builds, so that's just a rundown for this. So yeah, I think in our next episode we will And also, like I said, satisfying to use too. Just, especially if you do, like I said, the Firefly and Hatchling setup, where you just are constantly triggering explosions and hatchlings running all over the place. That's so fun. Basically have an army of your own at that point. There's still lots of other things I still want to unlock. As you can see, my thing is basically empty at this point. Oh, the Faith Keeper, that's a very fun one to use. It's a rocket launcher that can hold up to 3 rockets. At least on... You know what, we'll go over that next time, maybe. But yeah, we have so many here. And like I said, I'm going to be avoiding like the crafted exotic ones, like the Barodiad, Ostriostriga, Dead Man's Tale, and like Revision Zero and Outright Perfected. So yeah. Oh yeah, the Dead Messenger is the one I was talking about, that grenade launch you get from Vox Obscura. So, and Vox Obscura is the one where you can get the Sweet Sorrow and the Thoughtless. So yeah. And, I mean, there's one other source of getting Red Border weapons, but it's not too reliable, and that's Xur. When he comes in once a week, during the weekend, you could just spend all your strange coins on that enneagram he sells, where he also has, like, the exotic weapons and stuff like that. Because those will drop, like, old craftable legendaries as well, and also old legendaries, so... In fact, that's how I got the Ardent Action. I got the last few pieces I needed for the Ardent Action from the Xur enneagram. So yeah, just keep an eye out for Xur. Like I said, go check in with Banshee every week, see if he's got a craftable weapon. You'll know it's craftable if it says, let me just open up my inventory here. Vault. You'll know it's craftable if it says Deep Sight Activation. And as you can see, I have quite a few, like, stocked up on the different Deep Sight Activation weapons. So, yeah. I have way too many... No, I have the exact right amount. So, like I said, just keep an eye out for Xur, talk with Banshee, and sooner or later you'll have your little relic here filled out. And some of these weapons you cannot get from... Xur or Banshee or the dungeons. Some of these are weapons you can only get from the raids. So once I get those, I will go over those. But, well, like I said, you gotta get them in a raid, and as you may have noticed, I tend to play by myself a lot, so the closest thing I'll probably get to raid type weapons is if I do the dungeon thing. In fact, I'm going to hop into the Crucible after this, and then I'm going to go through the dungeon that's here. What was it called again? The Sunder Doctrine dungeon. So anyway, thanks for watching, and y'all have a nice day. Bye-bye.